Welcome in, guys. I know Rod's still selling. I'm just going to get my YouTube feed set up meanwhile. Let's get that working. So, guys, if you're popping in, what's up, Hawkeye? How's it going, Mike? Guys, check out the store. Everything's preloaded. I think there's 56 lots. I probably won't get through all 56. It's not impossible that I might, but anything that I don't sell today, I'm going to sell Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Do a second show. And do a giveaway here first. Giving away a little single signed. Well, tell me in the chat. Do you know, guys, who signed that? It's a Dodgers ball. Little clue there. I think I've sold one of these or gave one of these before. I bought a bunch of these single signed player balls from Hunt Auctions. So I'm giving away one free to somebody. Let me get that pinned here. It's starting now. All right. There's the raid. What's up? I see Mojo coming in. Thanks, Rod. I think the raid came through. Yeah, it looks like it did. So this is the giveaway, a little single sign Tommy John baseball on a Dodgers ball. This came from Hunt Auctions in a big lot that I bought. That was actually a bunch of Tommy John balls. So free to somebody. Good resale value there. Great pitcher. The name is more known for his injury than his pitching career, I think. But so there we go. So, guys, take a look in the store. I'm going to try to run the stuff that's in the that has pre-bids first. And then after that, I will, anything that doesn't sell in this show, I'm going to raid Mike Death Pile Picker at 9, and then we'll sell it again on Wednesday night, anything that doesn't sell tonight. All right, let's start off with a little wax pack bundle here. Let me pull this to the stage. So I got a lot of 4 Series 10 vintage Garbage Pail Kid wax packs. I think these are from 87. Yeah, 1987, Series 10, sealed wax. One of my favorite looking packs. I have one in my frame display behind me there. So they are going to run right now. Tennessee 2 is in. I think I have a few different Garbage Pail Kids lots. There's a pretty wide variety in this show. Sports memorabilia, some vintage clothing, toys, a lot of great lunch boxes. Rod, take it down. Thanks, Rod. Now let's go with the second round of Garbage Pail Kids here since they pre-bids. And I will flip the camera around when I'm doing some bigger stuff, but I think it's easier to show the packs on the camera here. But again, this is Garbage Pail Series 6, 4 wax packs again, sealed. 1986 on the Series 6. So beautiful condition. 6 of those guys. They're running now. Lickin' Leon was out of that series. Did anybody know a Series 6 name? I know I collected the first few series when I was a kid, but Rod, take him down again. Thanks, Rod. Sure, it'll make a great short. All right, let's go with the third Garbage Pail Kids, and then we'll do some other stuff. I don't think that's one there, Andy. I don't think that's one. So we got a rack pack. This is I think this is Series 3, I believe. Let me pull it up because I put it in the title. Yeah, Series 3. So this is an early one. Series 3 rack pack. How cool is it, though, that we have Glandular Angela, 2 Glandular Angelars, I can't even say that. 2 of these in the same pack with a stuck chuck and the puzzle backs. I think these are 86, right? I think a Garbage Pail. I think I started. There's a date right there. Let's see. 86. So 86, Series 3, rack pack. And that is running. What's up, Jimmy? Old School Flips in the house. Yeah, it's a fun one. I wanted to open it, but I figured let's let somebody else open it. I mean, maybe Rod will open it on his channel, whoever wins it. It's pretty rare. I know you occasionally see on the sports cards where you have 2 rookie cards, the same player in the same pack showing. That's a pretty cool oddity. I'm sure same goes for GPK. Guys, take a look in the store. If you want me to run anything, I'm going to try to run the pre-bids, but there's a lot of items I'll probably might not get to. I'm moving quick so far. All right, let's get this is a smaller item I can show in this camp. Well, yeah, I can show it here. So we got a Battlestar Galactica notebook. Let me pull this up. 1978 Battlestar Galactica. We got Daggett. I don't know the kid's name. Andy, the King of Penance, had that same haircut throughout high school. It was not a great look, I'll tell you that. But it is used. But the cool thing about it, inside, it's still pretty much. You're right, right? It still pretty much has that. But somebody like was charting their maybe their 1951 Bowman cards with the values, and it goes to 52. I don't exactly know what they were doing there, but unfortunately they didn't have the mantle or the maze in the 51 Bowman. But pretty cool vintage Battlestar Galactica notebook there. Ah, very cool bargain house. There's a lot of notebooks in the warehouse stuff and then the basement stuff that we're cleaning out. Jimmy, take it down. Nice spot, Jimmy. All right, let's do a toy lot. Toy lot. So this was a TMNT lot. Let's see here. It did look like that kid. You're right, Sean. So we got, I'm not going to know the names. We got some turtle here. The mascot is a turtle underneath there. So we got that guy. We got that guy. This guy's pretty cool. Looks like he might be missing a little piece of its tusk, I'm assuming. I definitely have some Dukes of Hazzard stuff. We got this guy. That one there. And that one there. I don't know what the heck's on his back. What is that? I don't know. Got that one. And I threw in 2 bonus pieces. So you got that, a lot of TMNT, and I threw in a transformer of some sort and a little stone conqueror. But he looks like somebody conquered his stone. I assume there would be a stone in there that's missing, and he needs a major cleanup. That looks like Andy after he eats a bowl of chili there. King of Penance, I'm talking about. Here we go. They're going to run now. You get the 2 bonus ones that I didn't show in the listing. Transformer, Stone Conqueror, and you got all the TMNT guys. All for $2 or whatever it goes for. Great take toppers. Yeah, that would probably work, right? And there's some of these. I did look when I bought these at a flea market. They'll be in a video maybe next week. These guys did pretty well when I found them on when I was looking them up. But again, I bought a huge collection that has a lot of toys. I admittedly don't know a ton about toys, but when you buy a collection like that, you start buying the stuff when you see it out at flea markets. Thank you, Tennessee 2. Coming your way. All right. I do have some very cool pieces of ephemera in the sale as well. So let me pull this one up here. Oops. All right. Here we have a sign check. George Burns, comedian, actor, singer. This guy did it all from vaudeville on through. 1942 sign check. It's on George Burns and Gracie Allen Burns on the check there. Signed by both of them down there. Well, no, I'm sorry. Signed by George Burns. I don't know what the other signature is there. But as far as like vintage autographs, the autographs you really want to find are on a vintage check. I mean, that you know they're probably going to be good when you find a signed check. I've had Ty Cobb checks before, and they're definitely some of the, obviously a signed card is great, but a signed check is pretty cool for vintage Hollywood memorabilia here. See what he wrote? He wrote, right, what it was for? No, he wrote it to Therese Marie Bougio, and their address in Beverly Hills, California. What's up, Mike? I didn't see you in the chat there. And if I miss any chat, I'm not ignoring you. I'll run the group of these autographs, then we'll get in some vintage clothing and lunch boxes. Try to move quick. Biggs. Thank you, Biggs. All right. Let's do this one. So this, I became friends with Ted Williams goddaughter, who was actually the daughter of his agent as well. So his agent, Fred Corcoran, who was the father of golf. He was a golf promoter, organized the USO tour in World War II. But Nancy Corcoran was Fred Corcoran's daughter, and she was Ted Williams' goddaughter. So I bought a ton of stuff from that estate. I didn't. The next four lots were all from that estate. I've gotten some stuff authenticated. Like I'll show you a couple pieces that I have. They're not in this sale, but I've had him sign a JSA cert. This is a short snorter signed by tons of people. JSA cert. So I got some stuff certified, but it just didn't get everything certified. But this was a letter to his goddaughter. He was sending her autographed photos, probably to give them away to family. But big bold signature, only his first name on the signature, but still a very cool vintage Ted Williams signature there. Personal to his goddaughter. But that's running. If the next four lots, if any of you guys get any of the stuff authenticated and it's not good, come back to me. I'm sure it is good because I got it directly from the family. I bought a group of stuff, like 5 different occasions from them. There's some amazing stuff, contracts. So it was some very cool stuff. But Fred Corcoran was Ted Williams' agent, Stan Musial's agent, and Sam Snead's agent, which we're going to sell a Sam Snead piece in a second. Thanks, Bargain House. Yeah. I was very confident in all the stuff I bought from them. And like I said, I got a lot of it authenticated. All right. Let's come into King of Pennants. Oh, wow. All right. This next one, I like even a little bit better just because the letterhead is so cool. But Sam Snead, legendary golfer. Again, also written out to Fred Corcoran, his agent. Let's see. I guess he was trying to read some of the content. A few pigeons hanging around. Is that referring to women that Sam Snead had hanging around? But anyway, look at that awesome letterhead with the golfer forming the S in Sam and Snead. Signed down the bottom there. 1964 on this. Boca Raton Hotel and Golf Club. Again, early Sam Snead autographed letter here. I'm running now. Thought it was running. Now it's running. Did he die in a plane crash? I didn't even realize that. Well, do you know when that was? Sorry for the delay in answering your letter, but with the holidays and a few pigeons hovering around, I've just gotten around to taking care of the mail. Many thanks for sending the check. He was sending Sam Snead, I guess, like endorsement checks that he was doing for him as his agent. Big 6 on that lot. All right, thank you, Biggs. All right, this next couple are a little holiday related. And we'll get into the toys and lunch boxes here in a moment, but I figured I would run through these autograph stuff, and then I'll flip the camera around. This is a very cool Bing Crosby lot. Let's pull this up. Where's the Bing? There's the Bing. So first we have a letter. It was like a thank you for his wishes, probably like a funerary, like somebody had passed away in the Bing Crosby family. So there's that. I'll save the best piece for last, but there's 2 Christmas cards. Christmas cards aren't signed. They're just like a form that when he would send out. But he was personal friends with both Crosby and Bob Hope because he organized all these golf tournaments. But the coolest piece, we got this sent to Fred Corcoran in 1943, so in the middle of World War II. And it's like a two-page letter. The Tennessean Hotel in, let's see, Monday. And it says, Dear Fred, the president and I are rolling back into Washington after a match and show in Memphis yesterday. So Bing Crosby traveling with, who would that be the president at 42? Is that Truman? Not sure. I think it was Truman, right? But it's fold open and we got Bing on back there. So autographed letter. Pretty cool content in the letter. I didn't even read through the whole thing, but pretty cool to look through. Somebody was hanging out with Roosevelt. Was it FDR still at that point? Okay. I knew Truman had dropped the bomb. So that was maybe that 43, 44. But anyway, that's running. You got the 2 Christmas cards, the letter and envelope, and you got the little thank you card. I think it was probably writing either Byron Nelson, too, a famous golfer in there, mentioning. So pretty cool content here on the letter. If I'm not mistaken, it was Lincoln. There we go. King of Pennants taking it down. Was it 44? Okay. All right, then we got one more similar lot. This lot is, there's more autographs in this lot, but Bob Hope. Then we're getting some other toys and stuff. So we got 2 Christmas cards. We got, and there's 3 autographs. We got it signed. That's Corcoran and Bob Hope. Big signature, 1975 signature on that one. And there's 2 signed postcards. Got a golf club postcard signed by just Bob. I'm trying to find the date. The date's there, but it's hard to read it. And then we got the another one signed by Bob H on this one. So 1952. So we got 3 autographs, 2 Christmas cards, autographed photo, and the 2 postcards. That lot's running. Johnny Carson didn't like Bob Hope. Interesting. Pretty big, bold autograph. And people I know card companies will buy that kind of stuff for cuts. I mean, that's a nice, big, bold autograph there. To Fred, if anybody knows the history of golf, it's you. Again, Fred Corcoran, known as the father of golf because he organized golf tournaments through the 30s, 40s, sort of put golf on the map in the U.S. All right, Amy, taking down some lots today. All right, let's flip this around and we'll do a couple pennant lots and memorabilia. Let me pull this up. Get to the pre-bids. All right. Here we have a 1960s San Francisco Giants 27-inch felt pennant. This came in a dead stock find out of the Baltimore, Maryland area. So that one's going to run right now. 27 inches, great Golden Gate Bridge graphic with the batter. Really? All right. I didn't realize that, Mike. Okay, Mike, in on the Giants. What's up, Yardwalker? Welcome in. Guys, get on the giveaway. We're giving away a little Tommy John single sign baseball. And I'm running, I'm going to raid Death Pile Picker, who always has awesome stuff at 9 o'clock. Anything I don't get to tonight, we will run on Wednesday night, 7 o'clock. This is a cool lot. Get these here. We got a lot of 9 World Football League. So this was in a league in the early 90s. Some of the coolest uniforms in the history of football. But we have, I can't really read upside down. So San Antonio Riders, Sacramento Storm, Frankfurt Galaxy, that's a cool one. There's 9 of these. These are all dead stock as well. Orlando Thunder, Raleigh-Durham is the Skyhawks, New York Knights, not the natural team, London Monarchs, and my favorite, I think the favorite is last. Yeah, maybe it's not last, but Barcelona Dragons. I love that one. I owned a game-used jersey once of that team, and then the Montreal Machine. So 9 World Football League pennants, all dead stock, perfect condition. These are out of a New Jersey sporting goods store or sports card store that never sold. What's up, G-Core? Or C-Gore, sorry. Come on over to didit.com, C-Gore. Group of 9 of these. One of the more colorful leagues. I know the NFL is talking about potentially having a European team. So that'll be interesting. I bet there'll be some resurgence of memorabilia for the World Football League when that happens, if it happens. And the NFL has been pushing that for a long time. Any taking down that lot? All right. Let's do this one. This is a cool one. So we got an ET lunchbox, still with the original tag. It does have the thermos. I'll take the thermos out. I'll show you that. I mean, the inside, very clean. And then we got the thermos there. Thermos very clean as well. So the thermos, lunchbox with the tags. That guy's running now. Jimmy's in on that. I've sold a lot of lunchboxes. I've never had a lunchbox with tags like that. I'm sure they exist, but you know, definitely don't see them very often. Jimmy taking it down. Thank you, Jimmy. Buy It All podcast member there. It could be the find of the week, Jimmy. All right, let's get the do a little Batmobile here. Let me pull it up. I'm thinking of a pre-bid. It's a 1984 Kenner Batmobile DC Superpowers car. This guy, I don't know what this guy does, but he bumps in and out there. So, little vintage Batmobile running now. Johnson's in on that one. I'll take it. All right. Let me get to the pre-bids. Hey guys, if you want me to run anything particular, just throw a pre-bid in. Let me actually do this lot. This lot is pretty cool. This is a full set 1929 rugby cards. They're Will cigarette cards, British. I mean, caricature cards. I mean, they were like sort of a big head style card, which it did make baseball players in the 30s, some cards with a big head look. But full set, just a super cool set. Here's the back of some of them. They do have like players' names. They're not generic. So that is J.D. Clinch on this one right there. So very cool. Full set, 1929 rugby. I didn't really grow up watching rugby, but I've watched a lot of it as an adult. And it's always like I'll watch a bunch of it and then I forget the rules. And the next time I almost got to learn the rules all over again. But super fun sport to watch. Minnesota City Flips is a card seller now. So these are great, like single sellers. Or sell them as a set. Either way, break it up or sell them as a lot. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I'm in liquidation mode from the warehouse now. So that I have until February to clear out half of it. So I'll be doing some more divots. I just got back a little bit just because my holiday shipping is keeping me on my toes. But all right, let's do another. This is two sets. So we have 1912 and 1914. These are roses, like floral cards. Same cigarette company, Will Cigarette. Two complete sets of 50 cards each. And 1912, 1914, Series 1 and Series 2. I think there's 5 or 6 pages in each one. Probably 5. Since it was 50 cards, that math would make sense. Since there's 10 on each page, pretty high. There we go. Shane is in on that lot. Thank you, Shane. All right, let's get some pre-bids going here. Let's see what we got. That lunchbox. I also got the Empire Strikes Back lunchbox with thermos. I'll show you the outside, and I'll pull the thermos out. If anybody wants me to run something specific, just throw a pre-bid in. I don't in this sale. I definitely have some stuff in my storage unit from the basement find. So if you want to give me a follow, I will. I'll try to set that aside for future. We got Yoda on the thermos, and then we got the lunchbox with the whole crew there. Pipe Dreamer in. Nice condition on this. I mean, I think the plastic holds up better than the metal. Obviously, no corrosion or rust or anything like that. Hey, Sarah. I think Sarah's gonna be on the next episode of Hops and Hits on on my YouTube channel. It's on 4 different YouTube channels: Rips and Brews, Hops, Vintage Sport Flips, Soda City Rips, and Perspective Show. Thank you, Pipe Dreamer. All right, let's see what we got on the pre-bids here. Let's do Return of the Jedi. This one has a little corrosion, not too bad. I mean, the back is a little bit more here. Got the Ewok over there. Is that Lando? The King of Penance up there. And then inside, I'll show you the inside. Oh, it does have a thermos. I thought I wrote no thermos. It does have the thermos. This one has a little minor corrosion inside, but not too bad. Not too bad there. What's up? What's up, Chris? All right, you got Return of the Jedi, Lunchbox, and Thermos. And that is running. Guys, I have another show scheduled for Wednesday night. Anything I don't get to in this show, I'm going to run in that show. And I also have a show scheduled for Tuesday night that I had it scheduled for Friday afternoon, but I got stuck at work a little later. But it's one giant lot of like non-sport hats. There's a 3-striper in there, truckers, John Deere hats. There's a lot of money in it. It's like a great reseller lot. Thank you, Biggs. So if anybody wants to resell some vintage hats, Tuesday night, I think I have it for 9. It's already scheduled, whatever time that is. All right, let's go to the little South Park Timmy lunchbox. Let's look at the decal sticker up there. That's a price tag from, well, I don't know it doesn't say the store on the price tag, but the original price tag, it was $19.99. They marked it down to $14.96. Timmy. So how you do that? The thermos is still wrapped inside. This was unused. This was a little retail arbitrage from the guy that we bought this basement collection from. Here we go. Vintage. I mean, it is vintage now, 2001, right? Vintage Timmy lunchbox, South Park. Pipe Dreamer's in. I didn't say Simpsons, did I? I know it's South Park. Thank you, Pipe Dreamer. All right. Let me run one more of these card sets, because this is, I think, the best one, in my opinion. I don't think it has a pre-bid, but I loaded this late. This is a 1936 complete set of film episodes, Gallagher cigarette cards. But the reason I say it's my favorite one, and this one has a, let me find it. It's a young Shirley Temple right there, number 33 in the set. It was a curly top. You can see it mentions Shirley Temple on there. So this one's, I think there's Katharine Hepburn is in there. It's a lot of stars, movie stars of the 30s. Again, complete set, 1936. And that's running. This is a series of 48 cards. So 48 cards in this set. Thank you, Shane. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm going to do another pennant here. 1950s Washington Senators. I mean, this is another dead stock one. I sell these very well, but I do have this in a little bit of a quantity. But beautiful condition, 1950s Washington Senators with the blue tassels, 27-inch. And that was running. This was what's up, Dan Demand's in the house? Yeah, the dandies. Am I dandy, Dan? Or the what is my term on the membership called? I forget. Damn, I'm like the low tier, right? The one that Mike usually doesn't want you to say. We always sneak in the Vintage Sport Flips, no S. Appreciate that. Okay, Mike taking that one. Yeah, he's here, Dan. He's here. This might be the best piece of the evening. It's the Evil Knievel lunchbox. If you look these up, if you check the comps on this, these comps are crazy on the Evil Knievel lunchbox. And this is very clean. You get that. The side hit there. It is a little travel truck. And then this hit is awesome on the back with the big, like the rocket car over the Grand Canyon. A little corrosion on the inside, but not too bad. Does not have a thermos, but again, comp strong on the Evil Cable lunchbox. What's up, ADH Dave? The koala. I missed the koala emojis. Here we go. Evil Knievel running now. And the closest, I think we talked about in the Buy It All podcast, but the closest I've gotten to a koala surgery is a sugar glider. I have neutered sugar gliders. That's the closest I get. No room. No room's getting the single signed Tommy John baseball coming your way. I do see a lot of exotics, but no koalas, unfortunately. Thank you, Sarah. All right. Let me check the pre-bids here. What we got? All right, let's run this. Since it's just got a pre-bid. The top of the list. We got a little sealed wax box of Dark Dominion trading cards. I guess like a comic kind of card. I've never opened these packs. I don't know what these are about. But sealed wax box. That's probably 90s, but let me see if there's a year. I don't see a date. I would say probably right around Y2K would be my guess, but that is a guess. But anyway, that is running now. Sealed box. You don't need more stuff, Mike? No, he needs it, Dan. He needs it. I think I said thank. Maybe I didn't. I don't know, Andy. It's more of shock, to be honest. It's shock. It's not like. Thank you, Tennessee, too. Appreciate it. Let's go to the other wax box here. We got the AAA baseball 1990 Sports Images Future Stars baseball, like a minor league baseball card set. That one's on stage, and that one's running now. And you got to tell me what the rest of the Bing Crosby letter says, because that's got to be pretty cool. I mean, he might be spilling some like World War II secrets if he's hanging out with FDR on the trip back from Memphis. Tennessee 2, taking down both of them. All right, let's do a little vintage Dale Earnhardt here. Which one was this? Tour. This is No Mercy Tour. Is that this one? Let me see. No, I don't think that's that one. Let me get the other one. Got the wrong one. There it is. Here's the Dale Earnhardt. Beautiful color on this one. I think this one had a cut. No, not a cut tag. Sports Images, size large. I did put the measurements in the description. If you want to just click on the item title, it'll tell you the measurements. Nice condition. I did wash this one, so freshly laundered. There we go. That one's going to run right now. Oop. Going to hit the button for it to run. There we go. Nice fabric softener smell here. Actually, Mrs. Cliff watched this one for me, I will admit. I usually do all my vintage clothing in my warehouse, but my dryer in the warehouse broke, and it really stinks to wash stuff and not have a dryer right there. So, thank you, Rod. Which one was this? The other Earnhardt. This one's an awesome one. Yeah, this is an 80s one. Super soft. 1989. Single stitched. I should have kept this one. I'm not a big racing guy, but I'm a sucker for any super soft t-shirt. Size large. What is that tag? It's like it's another. It just says sportswear RP Sportswear, size large. Again, measurements in the description. Very soft. Nice color on the graphic. No like cracking or tears or holes that I saw. That one's running. Absolutely, Sarah. Yeah, I'll do that. I was thinking about doing that anyway. Josh is in on the vintage Earnhardt. Josh likes a soft tee. I know that. I'll tell you, guys, give Mojo Dojo a follow. Who was bidding a second ago? It was bidding in Mojo Dojo's their what nachos a long time ago that got me into this clothing. When I realized I can buy a shirt that somebody broke in 30 years ago and it's super soft, right? I don't have to like search through stores to find a nice soft t-shirt. I can let somebody else do the work for me for a few decades. So give Mojo a follow right there in the chat. All right, let me a little Hong Kong Fooey here, lunchbox and thermos. Beautiful color on this one. I mean, a little corrosion, as you can see there. Not terrible though. You got the thermos there, the same graphic. So Hong Kong Fooey. Running now. Yeah, I was already buying like vintage clothing at that point. Like I would sell vintage sports clothing, but I wasn't really wearing it until Josh and Whitley were printing the graphics on vintage T-shirts, and that's what I love the idea of sort of making your own design or picking your own graphics on a vintage T-shirt that's all broken in and paper thin. I love that. So that really got me hooked, and my closet is just pretty bursting at this point with Mojo Dojo NFTs. Sarah's in on the vintage Hong Kong Fooey. Dan, to be honest, I wish I could remember what lunchbox I had growing up. I have no idea what I was, to be honest. I think at King of Pennants had strawberry shortcake. No judgment there. I mean, isn't that right, Andy? Yeah, man, absolutely. All of them came from your direction for sure. Let's do a little Star Wars thermos here. No lunchbox. We probably have the lunchbox somewhere in the basement, fine, but that could have been it, Rod. Yeah, it was one or the other. Yeah, it was something pink, I remember. Got the Star Wars thermos here. Johnson's in on the thermos. I had My Little Pony. I will say, I don't think this is embarrassing, but I think Kevin in Commonwealth Commonwealth Flipper video, you showed like one of those plastic Care Bear figures that you sold. That's like the one toy I really brought back memories that I had those as a kid for some reason. I had like the green one with the shamrock. I don't know. I did have He-Man and Star Wars figures too, but I do remember having those Care Bears. Andy, did you have them? Anyone else have them? I forget. I don't know what the Care Bears were called. 5-point flippers in on the thermos. They're pretty cool. I think they're cool. I think a 5-point flipper. All right, let's get a couple sheet music pieces here. Let's get them. Where did I put them? They're over here. I didn't grab both of them. Oh, I did. So there's a pair of Disney sheet music. First, we got Alice in Wonderland. 1949 on this one. And we got Peter Pan. I don't see the year on that one. Maybe it's on the front. Yeah, I don't see the year. Probably around the same time frame, though. So I got a pair of nice condition, very frameable, attractive vintage sheet musics here. I had Pound Puppies, too. I remember them. There were some... You would get Pound Puppies in like some fast food restaurant at some point, right? I don't know if it was like Roy Rogers or something. I don't know where you were getting them back in the day, but I remember having them too. There we go. I knew you had a bond, Sarah, for with the King of Pennants. Sarah, thank you. All right, let's do the Barbie and Francie lunchbox. This is like more of a vinyl style, but This is a 19, I think it was 60, 65 dated on the side there. You can see that. Did you really? Did you? G.I. Joe? I don't remember that. But I think we're not, but the only memory I would probably have would be high school. And I think we're brown papering and bagging at that point. I don't think it was cool to have a lunchbox in high school anymore. Maybe it was. Who cared? I don't think I cared, though, but I definitely remember having brown paper bags. But here we go. Vintage vinyl, Barbie and Francie, lunchbox. We're moving pretty quick. I might get through all of it. Getting close. Pipe trimmer takes that one out. Thank you. Now let's do the picking and punching specialty here on this card set. What number is these? So this is a complete set of 25 1913 wrestling and jiu-jitsu trading cards. This is John Player and Sons trading cigarette cards. Got the scoundrel Rod Grimes right there. I think it's him right there. But they're basically the moves. So they like Japanese arm lock. They're showing different wrestling or jiu-jitsu moves. 1913 full set. That is running. Oh, really? I remember trading food too. Yeah, I definitely remember that. Looks like the picking and punching and Soda City flips going back and forth on the set. I should have, Dan. I should have. I don't think I need them though, but I should have anyway. All right, let's do. I did see this had a pre-bid. Got the. This is a little just in time for Christmas. The Grinch shower radio. It is new in box. Let me pull them out of there for you. Still has these little like cardboard inserts. Still the paperwork, the hangers, and then the radio itself. So pretty cool. That piece is running. Box, all the insert paperwork. You got to do what you got to do, Andy. I know. That would be nice, right? That'd be pretty cool. They should make some like cool figural shower radios that are Spotify and hook into your phone. I have like an Alexa one, but you can't even really hear it when you're in the shower. Sarah's in on that. Thank you, Sarah. All right, get that back in real fast. I'll keep moving. I think I saw the other. This lunchbox got a bid, I believe. Yeah, Space 1999 metal lunchbox. This one has a little bit of wear. This side is very cool. That thing, that graphic is awesome there. This side is a little rust and corrosion, a little color loss, and some rusting inside. But as far as like a look, if you sit on the shelf from this side is pretty perfect. Pretty perfect. Is that? I don't know if that really makes sense, but anyway, we're running it. $2, $3. Oh, I see. Dan, I just picked up what you were talking about. You're talking about Commonwealth Picker listening to the reseller leftovers while he's in the shower. I got you now. I was thinking of just listening to music, but I got you. Pipe trimmers in, 5-point flipper, going back and forth. Thank you, Sarah. All right, what we got here? So this let me actually run this over here for this piece. Flip this around. So I got the Lone Ranger pins here that have a pre-bid. Let's see what we got. So there were 11 of them. There's, I think, 6 in boxes. Here's this group. This group, these are like enamel style pins. You'll see the other ones in a second that are not in the boxes. That he's hiding behind a rock on that one. Then we have these. We got Silver Scout, Lone Ranger, Tonto, Silver, and then just his mask. So that lot is running. You got 11 of them, 6 in box, 5 loose. Hawkeye's in. They're pretty cool. They're like a rubberized. I don't really know. They are metal. I don't know if they're I don't know what they're coated with, but almost like an enamel or a rubber coating. They're pretty cool, whatever they are. And guys, this stuff will ship after my Wednesday sale, which I'll ship progressively unless I get through it all, but that's pretty unlikely. We're getting towards the end. Still going. I'll show you the other ones. Thank you, Sarah. All right. Let's move these. These are pretty cool. The boxing films. And these sell pretty well. There are 7 vintage boxing 8mm films. We got Cassius Clay versus Jimmy Ellis, 1971. Cassius Clay versus Jurgen Blin. Muhammad Ali versus Ernie Terrell. Muhammad Ali. Sugar Ray Robinson. Joe Louis. Cassius Clay, Cleveland Williams, and Jack Johnson, Stanley Ketchel. Obviously one of the greatest early fighters. He led a pretty interesting life. I'm being like a African-American fighter at that time period. So here we go. That lot of 7 is running. Mostly Ali. I'm surprised they have footage of Jack Johnson fighting. That's pretty cool that they do. 1909. Thank you, Rod. All right, what else we got in the pre-bids? Let's go with the Disney lunchbox. Let's got the Walt Disney World. Let me open it, see what the inside is like. Let me actually bring you over here. Better lighting this direction. Clean inside there. So that one is running. So I'm trying to look at the pre-bids for the next stuff. All right, so we got the other card set. I'll rip through the card sets real quick. Five-point flipper, taking it down. All right, so this is a Life on Board, a Man of War. These are 1905, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 1905 players, Life on Board, a Man of War. Like they're like life on a ship, like an old early war ship. So it's a full set of. They're right there. These aren't numbered the same way, but again, it's 5 sheets, 50 cards. All these cards are very nice condition, and they were, I mean, nicely organized too. But that whole set running now, 1905. Pretty cool nautical themed cards there. So to see flips on that. Chain takes it down. All right, let's do these. These are 19. Let me do the pennant real fast since that's a pre-bid. Minnesota Twins, 1960s, 26-inch pennant. Cool color on that one. Again, this is that same dead stock Baltimore warehouse find that I made. That buy was on my video a few years ago, probably 2 years ago. Minnesota looked pretty good today. Sarah, I know Sarah, and maybe Hawkeye Mike are Vikings fans. I know Sarah is. J.J. McCarthy looked pretty good. Now, they were only playing the Commanders, right? But Mike is in, $14. That was a tough game for the Bears, too. That was back and forth. Thank you, Sarah. Let's do this set. Why are they all showing sold? There we go. $1936 complete set of modern railway cards. So train cards. These are Ogden's is the cigarette brand for these. Ogden's. There's 5 sheets. That set is running. Chain takes it down. Do another pennant lot real fast. This is a cool mixture of, we got Chicago Bulls, Dallas Cowboys, another Bulls, Phillies, 2008. I think there's 2 Eagles, 03 and 04, and then a Mark McGuire player pennant. So seven vintage pennants. That stack is running if anybody wants that. Bulls, Cowboys, Bulls again, Phillies. Five-point flippers in. King of Pennants was too, I should say that. There he's coming back. King of Pennants bidding. It's a good buy because I taught Andy everything he knows about pennants. I'll be honest, Mike. I mean, I almost feel bad for the Cowboys these days. They're almost like a lovable loser. Which, I mean, I actually like Dak Prescott. I think he's a good guy. So, I mean, I'm born to hate the Cowboys for sure. Thank you, 5-point flipper. So a quick USFL lot. We got Washington Federals, Denver Gold. These are 82 to 84. LA Express, Birmingham Stallions. These are all dead stock as well. Never sold. That's running. Yeah, just about, right? I mean, I'll feel bad when Jerry's gone because I mean Jerry, like, he holds that team back so well. I love it. Right? I mean, they can't get out of their own way at times. And it's going to be a fun offseason in Dallas, I think, with George Pickens. And I was wrong. We had a draft on my channel. We're drafting the most overrated players. And I drafted Pickens. I did put the caveat out there that he's super talented. He's just a head case. And he proved it this past week, the way how he was running routes. But it's going to be an interesting offseason when they have to pay him. Because no negotiation goes smooth in Dallas, right? It's going to be a fun, entertaining offseason, I feel like. And maybe they'll get it done peacefully, but you know, that really rarely ever happens in Dallas. We'll be rating in the death pile picker here shortly, so hang in with us. 5-point flipper taking it down. This is a cool little set. Let's see where these are. These are 1912 ship figureheads. These are like the wooden pieces on the front of the ship. Super cool. I mean, how much time they put into the beginning at the front of the ship. These are from John Player and Son, 1912. That set is running. Yeah, I mean, the guy, he's a very talented guy, obviously, but he just, unfortunately, I mean, there's some players like some receivers, Josh Gordon, for example, all the talent in the world, but things held him back. It was a different situations with Josh Gordon, but it happens. Yeah. Thank you, Shane. All right, we'll do the last set of these. This is a, let's see what I put it. 1925 Merchant Ships of the World. Complete set. This is our Will cigarettes. I'll flip through them as it runs. And I've sold a lot of these before, but I've never found a collection where they were so well organized, complete sets, and sleeves that are like, even the sleeves, you don't see these kind of sleeves, a 10 pocket sleeve like that. So she takes that one. I got a few minutes left. We can get some other stuff running. Let's see the White Sox pennant. 1950s Chicago White Sox with a wing sock graphic. A little bit of a fade, but this is the same dead stock find. If anybody has any last minute requests in the store, just throw a pre-bid in. Again, anything I don't sell, I will do another show. Even though I don't have a ton left, I'll add some other stuff to the show. Okay, Mike is in. King of Pennant's coming back. Biggs is coming in. King of Pennant's on there. All right, thank you, Andy. See, got to thank you. You got Navy, 1960s Navy. Go get them, goat. I've sold a ton of these over the years, especially Army Navy time. These things fly off the proverbial shelves in Army Navy game time. A cool goat graphic. Is it next week? That makes sense. Yeah. Well, get it listed quick. I gotta make sure I have mine listed. But sometimes what happens with multi-quantity listings. Now I'll like count them out, make sure I put all the quantity in there. But back in the day, I would just do one listing, and then when it's sold, I'll relist it. But if you forget to relist it once, it's never listed again. So that's happening with some of my inventory. Thank you, Hawkeye. What we got here? This is a cool vintage game. You got a Warren Spahn Whirly Bird box game. We got Warren Spahn, Milwaukee Braves down there in the box. Box in very nice shape. Now it is missing its like dart type of things. So we're going to raid Mike in a moment as soon as this runs. But it's got its targets in there. So that piece is running. Yeah, they do sell well, Andy. Any player endorsed vintage games are always a nice little score. I mean, I saw a lot of player endorsed games. Big six, nice buy, Biggs. All right, let's go. Mike should be starting here. I'll give that a second. Guys, there's probably about 10 items left, maybe not even, that I'll run Wednesday night. I'll add some other stuff. So if you have any pre-bids in, there was one. Yeah, maybe I have a minute. I'll try to run those real fast since there's one more pre-bid, and then I'll raid Mike. He's probably just getting started, but there's a great set of 4 1950s books. The Lieb, these have a decent value. The Lieb Philadelphia Phillies. That is a New York Yankees. These are all 50s books or late 40s. The Lieb Red Sox. And you got the Boston Braves on this one. So 4 vintage baseball books. The Lieb books have very good pre-sale value. Thanks, Trey Titan. Yeah, I'll run this, then I will get Mike rated. But yeah, if you get these sell well, especially the Phillies and the Red Sox. The Lieb books, I've sold them before. I have a Cleveland Indians listed right now. There's a nice resale value on this lot. Thank you, 5 Point Flipper. All right, let me get Mike rated. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Again, I'll be back on Tuesday night with a giant hat lot, Wednesday night with the remainder of this stuff, and I will see you then. But let's get see what Mike's doing over there, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Death Pile, there he is. Thanks, guys.